When the pandemic hit, people's shopping habits changed.
A lot more people are ordering goods online, get a lot of deliveries. I know personally we get our deliveries daily, so a lot more cardboard ending up in the stream.
That's Joe Spare with Pellitteri Waste Systems. He says the increase in recycling volume has changed how some communities are approaching their recycling.
The demand from the residents has become so increasing that the villages of Wanakee and the villages of Oregon recently transitioned from every other week to a weekly recycling program.
U.S. online sales increased by 44% in 2020, and sales from Amazon made up almost a third of that growth.
Spare says this increase is important because there's less recycling coming in from businesses, restaurants, and schools.
With how much people are ordering online and getting shipments every day, whether it be of groceries or just their everyday Amazon shipments, that the residential side of recycling has more than compensated for the decrease in commercial recycling.
But not all recycling trends have been good. Spare says Pelitteri is seeing more contamination, which can make it impossible to recycle some material. And he says it doesn't take much for that to happen.
It takes just one person. I mean, your neighbor could throw a lot of contaminated stuff and you could be doing your best job at recycling, but it's all going into the same truck and it's all getting compacted together.
Brian Johnson oversees Madison's recycling collection.
In the city of Madison, we're the oldest municipal recycling program in the United States. We started doing this in 1968. We've been at this a long time.
But he says about 19% of everything people in Madison try to recycle is actually contamination. When it comes to the packaging from online orders, Johnson says just because something is marked as recyclable doesn't mean the system can actually process it.
It's got this little triangle printed on there, right? And so the assumption would be, oh, okay, that belongs in the cart because you see that triangle. But no, you can't, because this is really tangly. It's basically like putting a dish towel in the recycling, which you shouldn't do either. It can get wrapped around that sorting equipment.
Spare says learning what can really be recycled is important because he doesn't think this pandemic habit will change once life goes back to normal.
It's kind of a trend, at least at the curbside level, that we don't see changing in the immediate future.
In Madison, Caroline Dade, 27 News.